The story begins with a sense of calm, a picturesque morning in Philadelphia, where a former UN investigator, Gerry Lane, is spending quality time with his wife Karen and their two daughters, Rachel and Connie. The household feels warm and ordinary. Gerry cooks breakfast, shares laughs with his family, and playfully asks Connie what she wants for her upcoming birthday. But while the kitchen smells of pancakes and love, the news quietly echoes something darker. Reports of mysterious disturbances and increasing global instability play on the television. Talk of martial law being considered doesn't shake Gerry. He's used to war zones, but today, he's just a dad enjoying breakfast. Unbeknownst to him, this will be the last peaceful morning his family may ever know. After breakfast, the Lanes hop in the car and head into the city. It's supposed to be a lighthearted day, a quick stop for birthday shopping, maybe some fun and treats. Traffic is heavy, but they make the most of it, laughing and playing car games with the kids. But that joyful atmosphere is interrupted by the sound of helicopters slicing through the sky and emergency sirens echoing around them. Out of nowhere, a speeding police officer crashes into their side mirror and vanishes into the chaos ahead. People start running. Panic erupts. A deafening explosion rocks the street behind them, followed by screams and a surge of terrified civilians. Gerry steps out of the vehicle to assess what's going on, just in time to witness a horrific sight. People are being attacked, bitten, by crazed, snarling individuals. But the worst part? The transformation is almost immediate. Within just 10-12 seconds, the bitten victims go from screaming humans to feral, unthinking monsters. The infection spreads at an uncontrollable rate, and the city crumbles before Gerry's eyes. Snapping into action, Gerry grabs his family and begins weaving through the carnage. His instincts take over. They narrowly escape, following a massive garbage truck that bulldozes through abandoned cars. But their escape is short-lived. The truck eventually flips, blocking the road. Rachel begins having an asthma attack from the stress, and the girls cower in fear. While calming his daughter, Gerry accidentally crashes into an ambulance. The streets are a nightmare. No one stops to help. Everyone is too busy trying to survive. They abandon the wrecked car and continue on foot, eventually stumbling across a vacant RV. They use it for shelter, but it's clear now, the world they once knew is gone. Outside, the infected roam freely. They're not mindless zombies in the traditional sense. They're fast, coordinated, and brutally efficient. The family barely survives an attempted break-in by one of the infected before speeding away again. Eventually, they make contact with Thierry Matoni, an old friend and high-ranking official with the United Nations. He offers a chance to evacuate, on one condition. Gerry must assist in a global investigation to uncover the origins of this virus and potentially help find a way to stop it. Faced with no better option, and with his family in constant danger, Gerry agrees. The Lanes are picked up by helicopter and flown to an offshore military vessel, where what remains of the US government is now based. It's here Gerry learns that global communication is breaking down, entire countries are falling, and scientists believe the only way to beat the infection is to understand its source. He's teamed up with a young but brilliant virologist, Dr. Fassbach, who believes the key to a solution lies in tracing the virus back to its point of origin. Their first destination, a remote military base in South Korea, where early reports of the outbreak surfaced. But disaster strikes the moment they land. Fassbach, terrified and inexperienced with real-world danger, slips and fatally shoots himself. The mission is in jeopardy. Gerry, now without a scientific guide, is left to navigate the base under siege. Soldiers describe how the infected avoid some people entirely, ignoring those who appear very sick or dying. This detail lingers in Gerry's mind. As the trail runs cold, a new lead emerges: Jerusalem. Israel somehow anticipated the pandemic and constructed a massive wall before the outbreak reached its borders. Gerry flies there, hoping to find out what they knew. He meets Mossad agent Jürgen Warmbrunn, who explains that intercepted communications about the Undead led Israel to act quickly. But the wall hasn't saved them for long. As thousands of uninfected civilians celebrate loudly inside the protected city, their noise draws hordes of infected to the wall. In a horrifying display of swarm behavior, the zombies pile atop one another and climb over the barrier. Chaos follows. The city collapses. During the escape, Gerry and a soldier named Segan are attacked. She's bitten, but Gerry doesn't hesitate. He chops off her hand to prevent the infection from spreading. Against all odds, she survives. They flee the city, hoping to find a new route to safety. In the chaos, Gerry puts the pieces together. The infected avoids sick people. What if that's the key? What if infecting people with a serious but curable disease could act as camouflage? Something to mask them from the infected? It's a risky theory, but it might be humanity's only shot. He arranges for a plane to take him and Segan to a WHO research facility in Cardiff. But during the flight, disaster strikes again. A zombie hidden in the cargo hold attacks passengers. Gerry, thinking fast, grabs a grenade and detonates it midair. The explosion depressurizes the cabin, sucking the infected out, but also crippling the plane. It crashes. Miraculously, Gerry and Segan survive the crash and limp their way to the W facility. Gerry is severely injured but refuses to give up. Once stabilized, he presents his theory to the doctors. Infecting a healthy person with a deadly but treatable disease might render them invisible to the infected. The doctors are hesitant but intrigued. There's a problem. All the virus samples are stored in a part of the facility that is overrun by infected. Gerry volunteers to go alone. Armed with makeshift protection, he sneaks into the lab, surrounded by the walking dead. Inside the storage room, he randomly selects a vial and injects himself with it. His fate hangs in the balance. He opens the door, an infected creature lunges, then stops. Sniffing the air, it loses interest and walks away. Gerry's theory is proven. He returns to the lab and is treated with the cure for the illness he injected, having survived the most dangerous experiment of all. The WHO uses his discovery to develop a method of zombie camouflage. It's not a cure, but it's a shield, one that allows humanity to fight back. Gerry is reunited with his family in Nova Scotia. The war is far from over, but thanks to him, the tide has turned. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.